All Teslas have a setting called camp mode, but most of us never use it. Well, after 12 days on the road sleeping in our Tesla Model Y, it's safe to say we'd been putting this feature to the test. We'd finally managed to dial in our camping setup, only to be struck once again by another alpine thunderstorm. In this video, we'll show you exactly how we are able to remove and reconnect our Tesla from our car tent, allowing us to drive to the Austrian city of Innsbruck, where we make an unexpected discovery. So we just pulled up to Innsbruck. We're just in a wee underground car park, and because of the lighting in here, I just looked up. I don't know if you remember that storm the other day that we went through. We thought the only damage was really to the table that got broken, but check this out. And when we return to the campsite later in the day, we make some important adjustments to our camping setup as we batten down the hatches and prepare for the worst before the storm rolls in. No visibility through there, which means that there's rain falling, so we are gonna head back to the tent now, because if the tent does get buffeted and anything starts coming out, we're better off to be outside the tent to be able to batten it down just in case. So that's what we're gonna do. But before we crack on with what happened, you're probably wondering why we've been sleeping in our Tesla for the past 12 days. 2024 was a big year for us. We got married and decided to go on a not so typical honeymoon. We've had our Tesla Model Y for 2 years, and there's one thing we've always wanted to try. With zero camping experience between us and having never taken our Tesla outside of Scotland, our honeymoon was the perfect excuse to go on our first ever car camping adventure across Europe. We've documented our entire journey from day one, so feel free to check out our previous videos to see exactly how we managed to make it from Scotland to Austria. And we're not done yet, because we're just over halfway through our road trip, and there's plenty more drama to come.
Follow the signs, not the sat nav.
Oh my god. Boy, that was a nightmare. So let's get into it and show you just how versatile our camping setup is. But before we do so, I've got to make the 400-metre walk from the campsite showers to our pitch in the woods, and I'll quickly share some of my thoughts and concerns about this particular campsite. Oh, I just realised that I was not recording that, so that's okay. Basically just came out of the shower facilities, so that's me being washed, shaved, brushed my teeth. You could go to the toilet in there as well. Didn't realise that there was toilets up there. And even had a wee seating area, quite a big seating area outside the showers, so you can, if you're waiting on your partner or something like that, or you have kids maybe, you're waiting on kids, perfect wee seating area there, you can just chill out. And yeah, amazing facilities. They have their own private shower cubicle, which obviously you get everywhere else would basically been it's private cubicle, but this is different. You've got a sink, you've got an electrical outlet, so yeah, just so fancy, really well done. The sun is coming out now. It's gonna be a hot day, so we are just I'm gonna go meet up with Rebecca at the tent, gonna get some breakfast. We go to Innsbruck. I do not know the name of this campsite, but I will find it out for you because I highly recommend it. The only thing I'm worried about is everything's been so great so far to such a high standard, high quality. I'm a bit worried about how much this is going to cost for 2 nights, so I'll keep you posted on that. Hopefully it doesn't break the bank. We'll wait and see. It was quite an interesting night last night, really nice, calm in the woods, and then we stupidly looked up, what animals are in the Alps. Apparently there's bears, there's wolves, there's lynxes, all sorts of animals. I think though, the bears, I think there's only a couple of them, and I think they're much further away from here. And the wolves as well are apparently they've been re-released in the Dolomites, I think, which is the Italian Alps, I believe. So yeah, unless they unless they want to travel far to eat us, you know, I think we'll be safe for a few nights. So okay, so I'm back at the tent, and the campsite is called Nattersee, so nattersee.com. Innsbruck Nattersee, that's what it's called. Highly recommend it. So we are just taking we've just taken the back section off that connected to the boot. We've just moved, I've used the summon mode on the Tesla just to remotely move it forward. You don't even need to get inside, just do it on your phone. And now we've attached this on, which basically means, like I was saying the other night, you can use it as like a normal tent. We'll peg that down. Need help? Rebecca's just zipping it up, so I need to give her a hand. So as you can see, I've literally just moved the car. I had to jump in it myself anyway eventually to move it because the summon just wasn't working. We're going to take these towels inside because it's meant to rain later. And we don't want these to get wet. We'll put the chairs back inside as well. We'll tighten this down, so in case it does rain, water's not going to go in there.
Take the socket in.
We'll take the socket in just 2 seconds. So yeah, it was actually really simple. All we had to do was unzip. So there are, essentially there's a zip down here where the bottom bit comes off, and then there's a zip over there where the top zip comes off, and then you just do the opposite when you're putting it on. And as we discovered, you need to put the bottom one on first so that you can then get the top over, because we did the top first and then we couldn't get the bottom on. So that's what you want to do. But yeah, it's now like a normal tent essentially. It's not like a car tent anymore, so you could just camp in that, and you've got like a big awning there as well. You can obviously have the awning at the other side. So we're just going to leave this up. We've left the pegs in for the guy lines, so that when we come back it should be fairly easy to just drive back and reverse the car in. We'll change this obviously before we reverse it in, and then we can just reattach everything, and it shouldn't take too long. But yeah, that was fairly simple. It's actually quite a cool design. So that's us got our awning is closed now, and we've pegged it down, so everything's pegged down. So there is rain that's due to come later on today, so hopefully we'll be back before the rain. But if the rain does come, it shouldn't get inside the tent. Everything's fairly tight now, so we are finally going. I think it's like 10:30, something like that. It's not too bad, 10:30, 11. Let's just put it in the front. So we're gonna go and get some water, and then just go to the toilet and head to Innsbruck. So next stop, Innsbruck. So we just pulled up to Innsbruck. We're just in a wee underground car park, and because of the lighting in here, I just looked up, and I don't know if you remember that storm the other day that we went through.
There's a peg on our roof.
What peg?
A peg, a metal peg. There's a metal peg on our roof.
Where's it came from?
I have no idea. Right here.
A big one. We thought the only damage was really to the table that got broken, but check this out. That is the crack on the glass. It's basically going all the way along. I can't remember if I said that after the storm we looked up onto the glass roof. We saw one of our metal pegs, one of our metal camping pegs that we tie down the tent with. It was actually on the glass roof, but it was further back, and it looked fine. We didn't think to check everywhere else in the glass, and I'm assuming that's what it was. So yeah, a little bit of damage from the storm, but it's fixable. Everything's fixable, so we'll get it fixed when we get home. We're just getting ready, we're charging phones, and we're just going to head up to Innsbruck and see what Innsbruck's about and get some food as well. Nutella, gelato in Innsbruck. It's amazing.
Only time I'm happy.
It's the only time she's happy. Just make sure she's got chocolate. We're now heading to the Hofgarten. I think that's how you call it. It's like a park where walks and stuff like that. So see what it's like. We picked up some chocolate as well in a chocolate shop. It smelled so good in there. So yeah, we'll go to the gardens and then we'll maybe start heading back to the campsite unless there's anything else that we want to see. We'll get some supplies as well so we can make some dinner tonight. Yeah, what a beautiful day.
Ciao.
Fantastic. Ciao, ciao bella. So we've just been chilling today just after Innsbruck. Innsbruck was really cool, and there was moderate warnings. There was moderate warnings for thunderstorms today, but obviously with it being the Alps and things changing so quickly, we didn't know when they would come or if they would come, but definitely now we know something is coming. Whether or not it's going to hit us is another story. But we've learned from previously, so we've literally just taken down all of the poles that we had set up, which we were going to do anyway because we're leaving tomorrow morning. Is that
the rain on?
No, just wind. We're leaving, but it's coming obviously. We were leaving tomorrow as early as possible, so we've taken down the poles. We have done some knots, good couple of round turns and a half hitch. I've actually done 2 half hitches on these. We made sure everything's super tight. We've actually battened down the hatches. We've actually put the pegs down pretty much as close to the ground as possible so we can still get them out. So yeah, all the poles are down. Everybody up there, I think this was people who are in tents, have went up there for some safety. They look pretty solid anyway. The gazebo's up there and they've got good shelter from the trees. So we don't know if this storm's actually going to hit us. It might not hit us, but we just obviously want to be prepared because you know what happened the last time. So I'm pretty confident that the tent will stay solid. That's a wee battle scar from the previous storm. We've got that, and obviously the cracked glass in the top. I think you can hear the wind coming through the trees just now, and the thunder's obviously getting closer, so I think it is on its way. We're just gonna go and stay away from the tent just now and actually... Eh? Yeah, so basically Rebecca's put all of the kind of vital stuff in the car for safety. We've taken everything away from the sides because the middle of the tent at the sides isn't obviously, you know, heavily supported. It's really these beams that's the support and the guy lines on them. So if the wind hits the side here, it can push in quite a lot, and obviously we experienced that with the storm because we didn't get it on camera because obviously we were trying to protect the tent, but the table crashed and everything crashed off of it, so we obviously want to protect our stuff. I can see through the trees just now. It looks pretty ominous through there, so what we're going to do is we're going to walk because we can't really, we're in these kind of like forest like clearing here, so we can't really get like a line of sight to see what's happening, but as you can see things are picking up, so we want to head over to the kind of entrance to the camp through the woods that way. So we're gonna walk and just see what's going on, because in all honesty, like if it, you know, it's just thunder and lightning, heavy rain, heavy wind, you know, if we're outside, as long as we don't get struck with lightning, we're okay, we're safe. But if you're inside a tent and if it's not secure and it does collapse on you, then obviously if you're inside a structure, it's more dangerous. So we've got a brolly, well, Rebecca's got a brolly. I'm fine without one anyway. If I get wet, that's fine, it's no bother, but we're gonna go and get a better view and see what's happening. But definitely seems, you can just see from there, 2 minutes ago basically it was, you know, clear blue skies, and now it's changed. So yeah, we definitely have PTSD. Other people were chill, they've done this like a million times, but we've got PTSD, so but I'd rather be over prepared than under prepared. You know, that's our problem from the last time. So we are just gonna head to the reception just now. We can obviously take shelter there as well if it's really bad, and we'll go and use the toilets, which we're gonna do anyway, so that's fine. And we'll get a better line of sight and see what's happening with this storm or thunderstorm, if it is actually going to hit us or not. So yeah, we're just a wee bit away from our camp just now, and it's already changed quite dramatically. You can't really tell through the camera just now, but it's definitely darker clouds there and the wind is picking up. You can just feel it, you know what it's like in a thunderstorm, you just feel that air pressure change. So we are going to see what is happening with this thunderstorm, because like I said, we can't really get a good line of sight. Obviously when we were at Lakebrook, we could see what was going on, and you could kind of tell that it was coming in our direction, but we can definitely feel that it is coming our way, so let's hope that it's not a bad one and it just passes quickly. Don't know if you can hear that noise, but that's people battening the hatches down, so to speak. It's literally what we just did. You think everything's secure, but you want to make sure it's doubly secure, just in case. Never be too safe. And now we get to see the mountains, and once we get further up to reception, we will be able to see where this storm is, where the rain is as well. Because normally where the rain is, the wind is. And that's the thing, is there wasn't any forecast for like heavy wind today. Whoa, I just saw a flash of lightning just up there. So it can just come like this. It can just come super quick. That's what we've experienced so far in the Alps. So we're gonna go and have a wee look. You can see the clouds just rolling over the mountains there, and the thunder is coming to my left over here, so the lightning seems to be over in this direction. It's hard to tell whether it's moving quickly or not, but these things can like look like they're moving fast and then they just like stay for a good while, and all it takes really is like a couple of minutes of it like hitting you really badly, and it can be pretty severe. So I think we're good in terms of our tent and our car. The car's obviously safe in a sense, but it was more so the tent. So I think we're good with the tent now, because we've secured it properly. My only concern with where we are is there are some trees obviously next to us, because we're just like at the bottom of that clearing. So that's my only concern, was if there was like a limb of a tree to break off, you know, it could hit the tent or hit the car, but that's just like pot luck. The only other thing we could have done would have been to have moved, but you know, we can't exactly do that just now, because everything just you know, everything just comes so quickly. So all we can do really is stay where we are, batten down the hatches and hope that it passes. But it's certainly very, very close to us right now. Very close. It seems like it's came over these mountains, and they seem okay. It seems like the mountains are getting hit with some rain right now, so I would assume that in the next maybe 5-10 minutes, something like that, maybe longer, we'll get hit with rain, and that's probably when things are gonna get a bit more intense, if they do get intense. I actually just felt a droplet there. There are rain clouds above me, so it could just drop at any moment. But yeah, this is the reality of holidaying in the Alps. It, like, you literally have to be ready at any moment. And then if we look over here, it's blue skies through there. So we're obviously, it's like an isolated storm, and that's the thing. That's why it's so hard for them to predict and forecast where these storms are going to hit, because there is such a small pocket, really. And you can see up there clouds gathering over the mountains there as well. So yeah, we'll just need to wait and see what happens. I'm just waiting on Rebecca outside just now. She is at the toilet. I've just been to the toilet, and we'll go up. There's in front of reception, there's like a bus stop. I just spotted it today. There's like a clear kind of line of sight of the mountains there, and I'm assuming down it's not so much I guess it is a valley, like a big massive valley, so that's where the storm is. So that will give us a better idea as to like how big it is and what's happening, if there's any rain falling. But definitely feels like things are ramping up slowly, so yeah, let's hope that it's mild. Don't worry, that's just the bus that's just pulled up at the bus stop I was telling you about. So yeah, I can't really get a line of sight here. It's more so over at the bus stop. We'll head over there, but the rain is definitely falling now. You can tell with the birds as well. All the birds are flying away. I noticed that, like cliche scenario, you know, where you see all the animals flocking away first and the humans are like lagging behind. But yeah, you can tell over here, I've just been watching it for the past while, there's definitely rain coming over, and there's obviously rain hitting us now, so I think it's going to be fairly heavy rain that's going to hit us quite soon. So I thought we'd get a better line of sight from here. Just move up a wee bit just to see if I can see further down the valley. The wind is definitely picking up, and there has been lightning and thunder, but yeah, so there's no visibility through there, which means that there's rain falling. So we are gonna head back to the tent now, because if the tent does get buffeted and anything starts coming out, we're better off to be outside the tent to be able to like batten it down just in case. So that's what we're gonna do. We've been to the toilet, we'll head back to the tent, hopefully everything will be alright. So yeah, we're just past reception now. We're just walking back to the tent. Don't know if you saw that there. There's a flash of lightning, so it's definitely right above us. It's pretty much passing right over us. There's been a wee bit of rain, wee bit heavier wind there, but it's kind of dying down now. But that's the thing, is you can never be sure. Like, it'll just die down a bit and then it'll just come out of nowhere like a bat out of hell. So it's definitely lots of rain over there, which is pretty much coming our way. So we will be, it's just I think they said, oh, there was another flash of lightning there. There's about 400 meters walk from the tent pitch to the reception. So it's not too far. It sounds far, but it's like you walk it in less than 5 minutes. It's not really too far. So we'll be there soon and we'll get a sense of what's going on. And I'll just stay outside because it probably just needs one person really just now to stay outside and make sure the tent's okay. But Rebecca's always happy to help out as well. We're nearly at camp. So I don't know if you can see right there. There's a lot of rain falling in the sky over there. And then up here is where the lightning's been coming from. But that's our setup over here. And we're pretty well shaded from everything. Like I said, my only concern is these trees here. So we're just back in the tent now. I was going to stay outside, keep an eye on things, but as Rebecca said, we don't have the privacy screens set up, and even if we did, it takes literally 2 seconds to take them off. So we can keep an eye on things from inside the car, which is obviously safer. And we've got our mallet ready just in case we need to go out and tap stuff down. So yeah, we chucked all of the kind of like vital stuff into the car, just in our haste obviously when we were like battering everything down, because it really is just came in like the past 5 minutes. So like when the storm first initially came, we were battering things down, so Rebecca's just clearing some space so we can both get in the car. We can keep an eye on things from there and just gauge it from there. Hopefully we won't need to actually go out and do anything, and the storm should pass quite quickly. So it's just a wee bit of rain just now, which was forecast anyway, so we'll just see what happens.
For you to be outside,
Yeah.
under trees.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense to be in here, right? Rebecca is sometimes the much more logical person than I am.
Yeah. Did you zip up the front? Yeah.
Yep. So everything's zipped up. Everything that's vital is in here.
Those people over there just like chill and eating their dinner. Like,
Well, they don't have much that could go wrong because
their
their
awning could
vehicle's not going to do anything. Their awning could go, but
benefits of having like a van, like
Yeah.
van life.
yeah, because they just put out an awning and they've got a big usable space outside.
Yeah.
But the only thing is they don't have any cover from bugs.
Well,
So
they don't just now, but they do for their van.
yes. So yeah, from here we do, even though the sort of awning that we've tied down over the top of the car is obstructing our view from like the trees and such, we can gauge from the guy lines, you know, just how bad things are, which I think things seem totally fine just now. It's just basically some rain and
Don't jinx it.
some
Touch
thunder and
wood.
lightning, but yeah, we'll touch. There's no wood
Touch your head.
here to touch, so I'll touch my head, but yeah, we'll just keep an eye on things and just chill here for a bit. We might be here for a wee while.
We might be here for the rest of the night.
For the rest of the night, yeah, we might be just having our dinner during this thunderstorm, which thankfully we picked up stuff from Bizla or Bila I think it's called. It must be like a Austrian supermarket. It was actually quite good, the stuff that they did. We got some amazing Bila branded chocolate bonbon things, which were so good. We got a whole bunch of sushi as well, which is like just the perfect like snack / dinner or lunch or breakfast. It's like the good all rounder. So we've got that, which we can enjoy. So yeah, we might be here. I think Rebecca was saying the forecast was like isolated thunderstorms up until midnight.
No, midnight tomorrow night. Saturday.
What, from now?
From now until Saturday. Right.
Oh, okay. Well,
we could be here until Saturday night.
No, we're not gonna be here until Saturday night because we're gonna pack up tent tomorrow. No matter what the weather's like. So
Quite heavy rain now.
heavy rain is coming now.
I've got so much PTSD.
Yeah, we do have pretty severe PTSD because the storm that we had experienced in Leckbrook am Sea was quite bad. So yeah, let's just hope it's not like that just now. Hopefully it does pass quickly.
If it's just rain, we're good.
Yeah, it's really the wind. So it was the wind that did all of the damage the last time. And it is the wind that always does all the damage. Like rain, no matter how heavy the rain is, unless you're like in an area where it's really risky for like flash flooding, and you know you can have landslides and things like that, which luckily we're not, even though there's a slight hill behind us. Like I can't see, everything's really compact. The forest floor, it's not like soft clay. So we're fine in that regard. But yeah, it's really the wind. You know, like I was saying earlier, we're lucky we're kind of in like a slightly isolated spot, so we shouldn't
We're
get
surrounded by trees, so
that's the only that's
benefit and downside.
it's good and bad. That's the only downside, is the trees if it does get really windy. But these are alpine trees. These guys have seen these guys have seen it all. These guys are like, this is nothing, this is a walk in the park. So yeah, it should all be good. But hopefully it does pass quickly and we can just get back to relaxing, because I'm not gonna lie, it isn't really relaxing right now. And I guess that's just the reality of camping in the Alps. We haven't really experienced any adverse weather until we got to the Alps. Like literally when we drove from Bamberg to the Alps at Leckbrook am See, which you will have seen like 3 or 4 videos ago. I think like maybe 3 videos ago, you will have seen that the weather, like we were just driving into a thunderstorm. So the Alps, the weather is just so unstable. I think it's purely because of the mountain range. I'm not a geologist, not a weatherman, but I think because of the height of the mountains and the cold air up there and the warm air down here and it all clashing, I think that's what creates the storms. So yeah, let's hope that it's just rain and there's no wind. Sorry, I'm filming just now. I'm trying to no, you play it. It's well, I was trying to get that. It's exactly what I was trying to get. Yeah, it's closer. This couple over here are obviously not phased.
Just having their dinner outside, like.
They're having their dinner, they've got a wee candle lit. And they're not phased one bit. So they either know...
But they have like a more sturdy awning type thing, because it's not a tent.
No.
So...
Yeah, there's less surface area to get battered by any wind.
Yeah.
See some lights coming, so someone is maybe coming
to
set up camp. But normally in this situation, like we had to do on the first night at Leckbrook am See, is you would just wait for this to pass. But obviously if it's not going to pass, looks like they are coming down here. If it's not going to pass, then you sometimes do need to just set up camp.
Oh, I thought it was the guy.
Yeah, it looks like
It's not. It's a Fiat.
Yeah, but it looks like they're coming here to set up. They may be going to set up next to us, which is totally cool. It's no bother, so we're just chilling. We're just chilling still. we're feeling a bit more calm. Are you feeling more calm than before? A little bit, yeah. So
I'm more concerned if they're parking there, but they're going to sit up there, like, because how are we getting out?
That's okay, we'll be fine. We can work it out.
They just turned about.
They've just turned around. They're maybe just checking out the pitches. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna pitch up here somewhere.
Beside us, I think. Oh no.
They're maybe just trying to get some cover.
They're coming like right close to us, it seems.
Yeah. They might just be parking their car there just now, just during the storm. I would assume that they would pitch up next to us, but they might just be parking their car there for some shelter. So we've decided, we'll put this light on actually, it's some light. We're gonna have our dinner inside the car just now.
This is where I'm happy, I'm safe in here.
Yeah, Rebecca feels happy, she's safe, so if Rebecca's happy, I'm happy. Happy wife, happy life, that's what I was told, so I will heed that advice. So we're just having sushi. We ate quite a lot today for lunch, and we've had a couple of...
How good was lunch?
Lunch was really
so
good. Lunch was awesome. So, Vitrine, I think it was called, in Innsbruck.
It was kind of like a gyro wrap thing, with like falafels and chicken, and that's not real chicken, but like
no chicken.
Yeah, and then lots of salad and cabbage, and there was chips in it as well.
There was chips. There was basically everything,
wrap,
falafels,
so
everything. So Rebecca got the wrap and I got the all-in box. It was basically the same but just in a box. It was really, really good. So yeah, we're pretty full from that. So we're just having like the small sushi that we got. We got cucumber. Oh, sorry.
So I was gonna get scissors.
We got cucumber Oh wait, I can get them.
I'll get them.
We got cucumber maki and avocado maki from this Eat Happy company, which we ate food from before in Berlin. It was really good. And
it's just kind of like Yo Sushi, like in a supermarket though.
Yeah.
So they just
it's good.
sell pre-packaged.
It's good quality. So we have like a bigger like platter stuff, but we're not that hungry, so we're gonna save that. We'll maybe have that in Como or something, or on the road tomorrow. So yeah,
maybe we'll be hungry after.
Maybe we'll be hungry after, yeah, but we do need to get somewhat of an early night's sleep tonight, so obviously we don't want to eat too late. So yeah, we're just gonna get some dinner just now. We're gonna eat it in the car. How romantic! But
I actually like it.
It is nice. It is nice. It's nice and cozy. The people who pulled up, I can hear them. They are just like in front of us, like in front of our tent. I could hear them like setting up. So hopefully they get set up okay. But yeah, we are going to have our dinner, and the thunder did seem like the lightning did seem like it was getting closer, but I kind of feel like it's maybe gonna die down soon. The weather forecast does say that it should sort of peter off about now,
but
so you never know. You can't trust the forecast. You can only go with what's happening outside, but thankfully the wind has been very minimal. It's just been like heavy rain, and the rain, as far as I can tell, hasn't came in the tent anywhere. So yeah, I think we're all good. What are you going for first? Are you just going to open both of them?
I'm going to split them, and then you can have half.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Good.
That's a good idea. So I don't want to jinx it.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm just talking to the camera. I don't want to jinx it, but I think the storm is past. There's no rain. There's not been any thunder and lightning for a long time, and it's now dark. So I think we're all good. I think that was the worst of it. So we are going to head to the toilets, do all the usual nighttime stuff and get an early sleep, and then tomorrow morning we'll be packing up at the crack of dawn and we'll be heading down to Como. So really excited for that. I think we've been staying obviously at 2 different lakes here, like obviously in southern Germany the other 2 nights, and then these 2 nights in Innsbruck, Austria. So we kind of feel like we should have took the opportunity to swim in the lakes here, although we did paddleboard in the lake in Bavaria. But yeah, we can definitely swim in the lakes in Italy. I must say, just from the pictures, I don't know if the reality is the case, but from the pictures, the lakes in Italy look beautiful. They look super clean. So it's, as far as I know, the last lakes that we'll encounter, unless we actually go to some lakes in England or Scotland, but I don't think they'll be as picturesque or warm. So yeah, I think we'll definitely do our best to take advantage of the lakes at Como or Garda, or which the other lakes around that area, and we'll make sure we get a dip and some shots in the lakes, because you just have to. You'll regret it if you don't do it. So yeah, the storm has passed, we are safe, and we're looking forward to day 12 tomorrow. Now you've seen how we've dialed in our car camping setup, but how can you follow our story from the very beginning? We've documented every single day of our European car camping road trip, so you can experience all of the highs and lows without having to risk it all yourself. Click here to watch day 1 of our adventure, where we drive 10 hours in a single day as we attempt to reach our first campsite before nightfall. As always, thanks for watching, we'll see you in the next one.